Good morning. Oh, strange intro to a video because I'm half in, half out of the van, but we are at Doolin Ferry Harbour. We have skipped County Mayo and we've come straight to Galway because today there is a special event. There is a huge group of tourists who have chartered a ferry. We're heading over to do, oh my god, I keep thinking things are going to blow out of the van. We are going to do Inishmaan parkrun. It's week number 9 for them and we are so excited. There's so many of us going. There's more people going, over 190 people, and there's only 160 people living on the island. So it's going to be epic. I really hope we don't overwhelm them. I think that it's a bit like a party atmosphere and they're excited about it from communications. So let's go on this ferry, but this wind is a little bit of a concern. I'm sure it'll be fine. We might have some sick people after the ferry crossing. We have parked over there. It is €5 for the day and we are heading to the ferry. People are already getting on, so we are hurrying in the wind, trying not to get blown away. Poppy's worrying. Oh, Poppy wants a name badge. I'm sure you'll be giving him a name badge, Poppy.
Well, everyone has got a name badge.
You've still got a name without a name badge though.
I know.
There's toilets here. And we'll head to the ferry. There she is. We're getting name badges. Pops, look. Oh, is it going to blow away? Amazing. How many people does it take to put a name badge on? Let's find out.
In this wind?
I know, maybe more. As they fly into the sea. Here we go, let's get on the ferry. Oh, I might just stand by this wall all day because it protects you from the wind. So we're very excited about today, but that was a bit chaotic. We didn't sleep very well last night. It was so incredibly windy. The van was rocking even though Poppy was down. We didn't have the pop top up. This crossing is going to be wild.
I don't want to get on it. Oh, already I'm looking at it.
Oh no, do you get seasick? Oh, yeah, okay. Don't sit near Amanda. Ah, Poppy's found Annabelle. Morning. We set off. This is a bit of a wild journey. So I'm holding on but standing up because I don't feel sick when I stand up. So like we had air. We had air then. So yeah. I hope nobody on this boat gets seasick because if you get seasick, this is not the boat for you. So, this is like the white knuckle ride. Some people are like, it's a camper too. People are either loving it or absolutely hating their life choices right now. Luckily this one, loving it. So, might just film out the window for a minute just so you can see. Look at the size of the waves, that's incredible. Yeah, I've never been on a ferry like this. It is no longer about the parkrun, it is about the ferry. Seems to have calmed down a little bit.
Nice driving, Captain.
This is unreal, I am loving this. Oh no, we've got the first casualty. Oh no. Like, yeah. People were loving it for the first 5 minutes. Now everyone's like, are we there? Are we there? Yay! Rose can see some blue sky and I can see some land. There we go, look, there's land and it's gone. And then, whoa. In fact, this is the time when you need to not have a gimbal. I don't want it stabilised. The islands come into view now, so not too much longer. And the sea is a lot calmer here, protected by the islands. We made it, but talk now is of the return journey. I think it will be better. The weather is definitely lifting. It's going to take a while to get off. There's a fair few of us on here. In fact, there may have been more people than there were seats. Actually, you could have sat outside. I think you would have got a bit wet today. We made it safely. Heading in now. Everybody is very relieved. I can feel... Oh, that wasn't a good time to start filming. I can feel a sigh of relief. Heading off the boat. Poppy's got a brolly. Hello! This is the man to blame. I said everyone's going to be like, we're never going on anything you plan, never again. Me and Rosemary, we loved it, didn't we? Yeah. And then look, these are the awesome guys who work on here. And this was our awesome ferry. Look, Doolin Ferry. These guys are total pros and do that all day, every day. Whoa, here comes the wind and rain. Amanda is actually struggling to stay upright. We're all walking this way. I'm hoping I've tied my jacket tight enough around my waist. I can't believe the wind. I thought the weather had calmed down. We're all getting blown away. What an experience though! A long stream of parkrun tourists. I think it's about a 2-kilometre walk to the parkrun. We've got plenty of time. We've got about an hour to get there, I think. It's a wow point. That's amazing. So these are the points that are on the Wild Atlantic Way, and I just love that logo. WAW, Wild Atlantic Way. The wind isn't easing as we make our way towards parkrun. But everybody's saying hello to the donkey, and the sun has come out, so we're all happy. Should we go and say hello to the donkey? Let's sneak through and say hello. Oh, actually, it really wants affection. Oh look, Poppy wants to say hello to the donkey. Oh. Just for perspective, the parkrunners, the row of parkrunners go on for miles and miles, maybe not miles, meters and hundreds of meters. This might be the community centre we're getting to, but there is rain on the way. Look at it over there. The weather changes here so quickly. And these dry stone walls are incredible. I really want to speak to somebody about these because there's so many of them. I just want to understand what they're for. Like, why are there so many of them? Protection from the wind? Because they can't just be land markers, dividing lands, because there's not enough people on the island for them to have a field each like that. Like, what? Yeah, I don't understand. I'm interested in learning more. I just chatted to one of the volunteers about all of the stone walls, and originally they were divided up into plots and land distributed to the people, but then he was explaining that actually, because he said the one thing that we've got plenty of on this island is stone, that a farmer may have a plot but then want to grow potatoes in half of it and graze cattle in the other half, so then he would build a wall. And at the time the government would give you a bit of money to, I hope you can hear some of what I'm saying because of the wind, but the government would give you a bit of money to build a wall to separate, to mark those land boundaries. So yeah, fascinating. There is a lot of stone. Let me show you this field. Look at all that stone. That's amazing. Like there's a wall around it, but the whole of the floor is stone as well. We are heading up here. The start is actually on this road. There's, I don't know if you'll see, I think they're portaloos, a couple of blue things up there. That's where the start is, so not far. Poppy, Poppy's found another donkey. They're fascinated by these huge flat slabs of rock. Like it looks man-made, but it's not. What a place to have a park run. So very, very remote. Just coming up to the start now. It is just about 2 kilometres, they were right. So we'll find somewhere to dump our bags and get ready to run. This is the start finish. Look at all the colour. Oh, amazing. And food vans. Wow. It's so exciting. Listen to that buzz. These are the crowds. So behind us here, this is the school building. This is where the toilets are. Oh my gosh, look at all this. There's food, getting food ready for afterwards. Oh, I think this is the toilet queue. And they've created space in the school for us to leave our bags. So we've popped our bags in the school upstairs. Poppy's just waiting for the toilet. We're going to start a little bit late apparently. I think everyone's just enjoying themselves so much. So yeah, it'll be the latest I've ever started park run. Due to start at 11, maybe it'll start at say 10 past, quarter past. What a unique experience. I've just had a quick look at the first timers map. 2 loops. We end up back here, so, and it's not flat. For an island that is relatively flat, they've found a bit of a hilly park run route. Apparently it's a bit of a cheeky hill. We'll see what we think of it.
I will be taking the photographs, so these are the official ones. Hopefully we'll get them up on Facebook.
I'm not the official one.
Official photographer here.
I'm going to hand you over to again, our run director.
Thank you. Oh, thank you all volunteers.
So you do 2 loops around, so that's the 5k. So when you come up here, we'll have a code set out when everyone clears on the way, and you go through the codes, you do your scanning, and see here on the asphalt, the barcode scanning will be on the asphalt, so head there straight away. Our own team here on the island that have really got enthusiastic about this, and they're really enjoying all this parkrun every time.
Oh, that's lovely to hear. Yay. Hooray to the core team here.
Walk up to the line here, and I think that's everyone.
Right, we're going to walk up to the start.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Lots of excited kids at the front, and then look at that. A sea of park runners following us up the hill.
5,
4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Park run! It's an uphill start. The girls are playing games. Oh, thank you. The girls are playing games already. And that was one park run where nobody was seated at the start. Starts on a fairly narrow road. Probably not narrow usually, but with this number of people, it's not about times today. It's about the experience. What goes up must come down. So a lovely downhill with ocean views. I can't describe what an experience this is. And up the hill. Oh, the cows are cheering us on. Moo. Oh, look at the car. Oh, running, running cows. Oh, and at the top of the hill, you get that view of the sea. What a privilege to run here. Look at that view. Such a feel-good park run. And I think today people are just as excited about the post-run park fapping as they are about the park run. We want to see the island, we want to have a lovely run, but we want to sit down and chat and park fap. Morning! People cheering us on from their doorways, and the route is marked on the floor with some arrows. I'll try and show you some, maybe on the second lap. It's fairly busy on this first lap. I'm so happy that Poppy's got Annabelle, because that's the one thing on our trip that Poppy's missing, and that's friends and her cats. So really good that, what are we, 3.5 weeks in, Poppy's got a friend, she can properly play like kids should play. So I'm feeling really thankful to our parkrun family, and that Poppy can be a kid and not just have her boring old mum's company. The sun is out. Even the doggies have come to cheer us on. Thank you guys, thank you Marshall. And the sun reflecting off the ocean. Oh, look at that in front of us. Oh wow. 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 Wow, wow, wow. The girls are having a little walk and a chat. And so I'm just appreciating the amazing dry stone walling. It gets really high in some places. And there's a lot of giggling going on behind. And just a sea of colour wiggling through this landscape, and all of the views of the ocean. Look behind me. I just love being by water, so this feels so magical. I love the way we're wiggling through these stone walls. Thank you, Marshall. And around, dragging uphill a little bit. Lots of walking, and then we can start running again on the flat. Oh, here's the arrows on the floor. So they're telling us where to go, and we've got lovely marshals as well. Thank you, Marshall. Oh, there's a foal here. Is it a foal or a small horse? Maybe it's a small horse. It's doing its morning running as well. I think the girls think it's going to say hello. Maybe it will. No, I don't think it wants to say hello. It sort of does, but I think it would rather be running. And I wonder when we'll get lapped. Keep looking behind me. I imagine fairly soon. Annabelle is teaching us Irish, so we need to say "Gama got the marshal." That's what we need to say. So now we're just waiting for a marshal, and then we can say "Thank you, Marshall" in Irish. Hooray! Fighting into a headwind along here. Annabelle just said, "I wish it was pushing us rather than us having to run into it." Oh, look. I was like, oh, I wonder what that lady's taking a photo of. So cute. Good morning. They're like, what are you all doing? Who are you? So we're going left. We arrived from the ferry and walked up behind us. So heading this way up to the start finish. And then that will be the end of one lap. But we haven't been lapped yet. Where are the speedy runners? Oh, they're coming. Well done! Amazing run. Yeah. That's first runner. Wonder how many we'll see in before we pass the start finish. So he's number 1. My guess is 3. There's the finish. So one more lap for us now. Thank you so much, guys. There he is. Second coming in. We're doing shadow puppets. Poppies is actually amazing. I just did one, but this is loads better. It's got an eye and ears.
I'm so bad at
It's so fun. practice. That's the only way to get better. Oh, the shadow.
It's hungry.
Oh, it's hungry. She's gone. Oh. Thank you, Marshals. Come on, got to Marshall. You've had the ocean to your left, but then it's just in front of you as well. Just gorgeous. We're maintaining our party atmosphere during our run. These girls are just playing and playing. I can't believe the weather. I'm so thankful for this sunshine. It's so windy, but I just didn't dream that it would be like this when we woke up to heavy rain. And this is magnificent. I think this has to be my favourite corner. These guys have the best spot. Oh, you can see the wind blowing that ocean though. I think so many people are going to be dreading the return journey. Yeah, no, Annabelle for one doesn't want to. She was pretty scared on the way out. The dog is like, why are you so slow? Why haven't you finished already, guys? I was cheering the first lap, now I'm asleep. Come on, got to Marshall. Oh, it's the downhill. It's a downhill! This is when I struggle to keep up with the kids. Look, Annabelle go. Wow. Me and Poppy are in really thin soled trail shoes. I think we need a bit of cushioning for that downhill, don't we, Pops? The girls have found a beautiful butterfly, so we're just stopping to appreciate it. It is beautiful. I don't know what it is. It looks a bit like a cabbage white, but it's not, because it's got a lot more markings. Thank you. This is the exciting bit. We can see the finish, hear the finish. Just off to the left here. That sea of colour up on the hill. That needs to be us. Final corner into the finish. They've done a train link. We're going to go into the finish together. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, the cones. Thank you. The cones are blowing away. Thank you so much. Let's keep moving. And people going to all the food vans. People still crossing the line. What a party atmosphere. Oh, the girls did so well. Bless their hearts. 219. A few more than they had last week. Healthy Island. Scanning here on the Astro, and I think we're gonna head back into the hall and have some food. Post park run in the school hall we have burgers, hot dogs. Look at this, look at that veggie burger. Oh, and there's Sprite. You're happy, aren't you? 7-Up, sorry, 7-Up. So Poppy's happy. Let the park faffing begin. How are the veggie burgers? We're well impressed, aren't we? Look, they've dressed for the occasion. They brought the sunshine. So park faffing underway. I've left Poppy inside in a little bit of peace and quiet eating. Because it can be a little bit overwhelming, so just find her somewhere quiet that she can sit and eat, have a minute, and then we'll come back out, we'll head to the pub and carry on our celebrating. Wow, that is absolutely beautiful. I feel like it's a bit stuck, like we should help it, maybe it's not.
It's walked all the way across there.
Oh, has it? Oh, okay.
Away from the...
Okay, the moth is okay. It's so beautiful. No, look, it wants to get out. What can we give it? We need a leaf. Park run! Although we finished park running, and this is now directions to the pub. Arrows to the pub. Follow the arrows, guys. Poppy's leading to the pub. Not that. Don't follow those arrows. Follow those arrows. And then the pub's just round here and on the left. And we've ordered pizza in advance from the pub. So, oh, that cow is still chewing. We're not park running now.
Motorbike!
We finished.
Keep it to the side, take it, motorbike.
It's like, moo, happy park running. We finished. See, everyone here is so friendly. Oh my gosh, there's a kitten. Okay, there's loads of kittens.
There's some over there.
There's loads. Oh my gosh, we need to take them home. Look at that one.
The tail.
Oh my gosh, they're tiny.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh no, they wouldn't like the ferry. We need to take them home. Arriving to the pub, and are there any park runners here? So park faffing at the pub. Park faffing, every seat is full. Every seat is taken by park faffing. Now let's go into the pub. And again, totally full of park faffing. Park faffing there. And here and all the way into the other room. These guys are doing so well in the pub. It is rammed in there. Very, very busy. We've ordered pizza and chips, so Poppy's pleased. But I've just come outside to just take a moment to look at the view, look out to sea, look at all the stone walls, and just appreciate where we are really, because it's a beautiful day. It's not raining. It's rained every day of our trip so far, but it is a glorious day today. Oh, we're just saying thank you to these amazing guys who have coped so well. The whole team here at the pub have been absolutely incredible, but that's been the theme of today, that people have been really welcoming. It's a massive tourism boost to the economy. So yeah, everyone's just been super amazing. It's felt like a really positive trip, and I was a bit worried because with 170 people on the island, we have been so many more of us have come over on the boat that I've just realised I'm stood in everybody's way. So many more of us have come over, and that can be so overwhelming, but people were out cheering in their houses, and we couldn't have felt more welcome at all. All good things come to an end. We are wandering back to get the ferry. Poppy's still eating lunch and just chatting to Tony, who's an event ambassador, and he's given us some little barcodes with sheep and cows and a course map of Inishmaan. Yeah, we're so touched by how welcome we've been made to feel. The wind is still here. The wind is still blowing.
I hope the crossing is really choppy.
You hope that Poppy just said, I hope the crossing is really choppy. Everybody else is hoping the opposite, but the sea's looking pretty choppy. And there were a few people throwing up on the way over, and everyone's eaten now, so we'll see how it goes. Of course, the other option for parkrun is the plane. So it has 8 seats. It takes 8 minutes, and they don't weigh your bag, they weigh you, and then they tell you where to sit in the plane so that they can weight the plane correctly. So yeah, 8 people can arrive by plane. Just taking a moment before we drop down off this hill to say bye to the island, appreciate the view of all the stone walls, and looking out across to, is it Inishmaan over there? Which means Island Big. So the largest of the Aran Islands. On our way back we're passing all the flat stone again, and completely natural. Look at that, that blows my mind. That blows my mind.
Stay to that car park. Look at that.
And we're just chatting about the island. It's just fascinating. Absolutely fascinating. I'm I'm just turning back to have a look at the hills on the island. They are hills now that we've run up them, and you can just about see, well no, you can see, it's very prominent actually, the fort, the very, very old fort up at the top there. Doon Connor, I think it's called. And if you want to go and see impressive dry stone walling, that's where to go. And the weather that that fort has had to endure over the years is super impressive. I mean, today we've been super lucky, but it is very, very windy. I can't even begin to imagine what it's like here in the winter. This is the summer, you know. In the winter it must be wild. Looking out to the right as we walk back to the ferry, that's the airport over there, so all really close together. I guess it has to be on an island this size. So that's where you fly in and out of. Oh, this guy's like, are you all alright? Is anyone injured? Do you want a lift to the ferry? Which is just over here in the harbour waiting for us. But you know, I can see a lot of white tips out there on the sea. I don't think it's going to be a calm crossing back. So I think what I might do is put on my full waterproofs and go and stand outside. I quite want to be hit in the face with some seawater. I'm feeling very tired. It's been a day of sensory overload, so I sort of think having a bucket of seawater thrown in my face might feel quite nice. Really, really loved today's experience. I can't tell you how good it's been. Yeah, like I said earlier, I was worried, didn't want to overwhelm the team, but it's just been like a celebration, total party atmosphere all morning. Everyone's had a fantastic time, and the team loved it, and the community loved it, and that's the most important thing. I don't know if I said that they start at 11 because, so they have their mass here at 9:30 on a Saturday morning. So it couldn't be at 9:30 on a Saturday because people would miss mass, and there's only one vicar for the islands, so I think one of the neighbouring islands has mass on a Sunday morning. So yeah, that's why it's 11 o'clock. An Irish friend said, tell me you're in Ireland without telling me you're in Ireland. So yeah, there we go, an 11 o'clock start for this amazing island. We're loving our Irish parkrun adventure. Let's hope that we love this journey back across to mainland just as much. Just about arriving at the ferry now to very strong winds, but we've just seen the time, and actually the ferry's about to leave. I mean, I think they'll wait. There's a lot of people behind us, but we are someone just said it's a run, not a race, but we are racing. We're racing to get back to the ferry now. 2 minutes till it goes. Poppy's there waving, going, where's my mum? Right, let's see what this journey holds. And where are we going to choose to sit? I just do not know. Let's get on. Doolin Ferry. Here we are. Oh no.
There's one at 4:15.
Oh.
4:15.
Oh no.
Monday.
So those guys have missed the ferry. Oh no. But there is another one later. So these are the people that were on time.
On time.
People are on time, on time, on time. People have started getting wet. You can't say I'm not ready for the sea now. I'm ready. I've got my cap, my sunglasses, waterproof. I've put my waterproof trousers on. I'm ready to get wet. But this fresh air is lovely, so I'm pleased that I'm outside. I feel so sad for those people though. Bye. And we're just saying that it depends what their onward journey is, because hopefully they're not getting the coach because the coach will be gone. I think the girls are a lot happier than on the way here. A much calmer journey than on the way. It might not look like it because there's still a whole lot of swaying, but actually compared to the airtime that we were getting on the way, although we're yet to go past that part of sea, so we shall see. Looking to the smallest of the Aran Islands here. Looks like they've got a gorgeous beach there, and actually it looks pretty built up. The sea is so much calmer, so much calmer. It's actually glorious. It's definitely a bit choppier now. There's the odd scream. The waves are pretty big now. Not a journey for anybody who gets motion sickness. Love it. Oh, here we go. Got mouthful there. You're heading back. There's too much seawater there, isn't there? The crew members heading over there with a cup of hot tea, not spilling a drop. I just had a chat to him and he said it takes years of practice. I bet it does. Pretty much back now. Slowing right down. This is actually the bit I don't like. I love the vans go up and down on the waves. I don't like the gentle rock. People still getting off the boat, down the gangway. Somebody kissed the ground. That's how much of a crazy journey it was. The Doolin Ferry. These guys are hardcore. These guys did particularly well because would you say you're scared of the sea? Yes, scared of the sea. And on the way out that was crazy. But you were just saying that they said that's as bad as it gets. That's as bad as it gets. So that was really crazy on the way out. So yeah. Well done. You're very proud. You can do anything now though. Now that you've done that. But yeah, and I hope everyone who's still getting off, everyone who threw up on the way there, survived the journey back. I think it's been a great day all round, even for those who were a bit poorly. Heading back towards the van. I've got my sea legs, so the ground feels a bit weird. I don't enjoy that bit after boats. I enjoy being on the boats, but when you get back on land, ooh, I feel a bit wobbly.
Back on land.
The coaches are heading back to Dublin. These guys set off at 4:45 in the morning from Dublin. Look at them all waving. Bye! Off they go. What a trip it's been. We're just in the harbour and watching the 4:15 ferry come in. I do hope that the people that missed our ferry are on that ferry and that they have a safe onward journey. It's awful leaving them behind, but what do you do if you're not there? It was leaving at 3:30 and it did leave 5 minutes late, so yeah, be on time guys. I've come behind the van to try and get some shelter from the wind to do my outro and to say a huge thank you to Adrian and his whole parkrun team, but also the wider team, the ambassadors that helped make today happen, and the whole community for welcoming us onto their island in such an amazingly positive way. Huge thanks to everybody who's made today happen, to Andy and the rest of his team. There was a lot of organisation there, so I know that us tourists really appreciate it. I was going into it with an open mind. I didn't know whether we'd overrun the event and it would feel a bit too much. It didn't. It felt incredible. I guess this is sort of an exception because the ferry, once the ferry's full, then that's how many people can go, plus another 8 in the plane. At other events, maybe they'd become overwhelmed if other people could hear that there's something going on and then join, but that's not the case there. That cannot happen. It was incredible to do a parkrun at 11 AM, felt very strange. It felt late. but your post parkrun breakfast becomes your lunch, and that makes a lot more sense, and you end up having less meals on a Saturday. So I did like that aspect of it, definitely. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Give it a like if you have, wherever it is. Subscribe for more running adventures. I think I want to say Erris Parkrun next week, but our plans are fluid. As I think I said at the start of the video, we've missed all of County Mayo, so we are going to work our way back north now and work up our way up that bit of coastline so that we don't miss that. And then we'll come back here and continue our trip anti-clockwise, heading south along the coastline of this beautiful country. The beauty in Ireland has absolutely floored me. At some point we have to have a dry day. It has rained every day, but today we were lucky with parkrun. It was an awful morning. Getting up was difficult, moving around. Couldn't open the van doors. It was windy, it was rainy, but it all worked out. And yeah, just feeling super lucky to be part of the parkrun community. It's been an epic day, one that I'll definitely remember, and a highlight in our Irish adventures. So anyway, join me on the next video for a continuation of our parkrun island trip.